Hey guys, welcome back to our Okay, no wait, that wasn't it because it's our first time we're doing this. Shit. Okay. This is our practice episode.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to our brand new podcast, and the name is. Okay, we don't have a name yet. So we had a couple titles that we were thinking of, and what was the first one you were thinking of?
Oh, it was the Anything But Iconic.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Anything But Iconic, where we talk about everything in the world that does not matter. That's a good one. That's a good intro.
See, that is a good
There was some other name. What was the other name I had? Oh, Too Loko. Because I was in the liquor store and I was.
I don't think you told me that one.
I know. I just thought of it today.
That's
So,
a good one. I actually really like that
Loco,
one.
like too crazy. It's like a lot.
And there's two of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. We just want to do this to have fun, and for me personally, my name is Sean. Because maybe people don't know this. I just want to talk about whatever I look on the internet that week and see and am just like, okay, this is fucking stupid. I want to talk about it. Or if I am angry at something, I just want this to be kind of an unhinged, since I don't go to therapy. It's like, okay, let me talk about like what's wrong this week. And that's it. That's what I want to do.
We're just two borderline bitches with no one else that'll listen to us.
That's
so we're just talking to each other.
We are trying our best, so just bear with us. Okay, good. I can edit our awkward parts of that out. Let's get to the meat of it.
That was a good start.
Okay, well, I like your haircut. You got a haircut today, Jake?
Did.
Oh, me too.
You got a haircut today.
I feel naked because I just go like 2 months without a haircut, and I let my beard get crazy, unkempt. I mean, depression. I don't do fucking shit. I don't know how to fucking shave. So I'll just, for 2 months, I'll like build a different personality with my beard and my hair, and then I like look like this and I start acting all cunty, and it's just like, okay, like.
See, I tell myself every day, I'm gonna get a haircut today, and then I don't. And then
there's so many
months go by.
Yeah, I've made an appointment to get a haircut, and then I cancel it, and then I feel guilty. I'm convinced that the barber like recognizes my name, and he's like, oh, he's gonna fucking flake on me again, because I have like that reputation as being a flake. I feel like from everybody, like friends or like partners.
Who's a flake? Robert.
Are we allowed to say his name?
I don't give a fuck.
We should just bleep out his name anytime it's mentioned. To be like a running gag that we never talk about it.
All right.
So our first topic that I have written on these fucking flashcards, and as we go on, we're going to be more familiar with it and better. But I just want to talk about Christmas and the holidays. And how was your Christmas?
I wasn't expecting that to be carbonated. Right?
Well, it's Mike's lemonade.
Yeah, but it's like.
Aren't they always carbonated?
I didn't expect this one to be carbonated.
Mm.
Yeah, it was great. You know, I really didn't fucking do anything. But
okay. So first of all, now that I'm 30, I said for Thanksgiving I was alone, and then for Christmas it was like my family's like, oh, you're gonna hang out with us, and I just wanted to be by myself on Christmas, and I stayed by myself. I walked my dog in the morning. I don't even think I ordered out food. I just like made snacks with whatever I had, and I had the best fucking Christmas ever. Just being alone. I was dancing to music. I really had a fucking good time, and that's what I want to do for every holiday from here on out. Is just be by myself.
You know, I'm kind of jealous because I had to go to Brooklyn with my family. I went with my one sister, and my other sister was supposed to come, but then she canceled because she was sick. And she's like the only. She got
out of it.
Yes, and she's like the only family member that I talk to at like any family event. So I was literally just sitting on the couch the entire time. Just not talking to a single person. I saw your
location in Brooklyn though, and I was kind of jealous.
You didn't fucking miss anything. I
want to go to Brooklyn.
I was literally just sitting on a couch, like streaming football from my phone while my like 5-year-old nephew kept asking questions about it.
I guess it could be worse.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Well, but my car accident before Christmas, so that is what I want to bring up because I'm upset about this. So. It was a couple days before Christmas. I think I was on my way to work, and I said to my mom, I'm like, oh, let's go to Walmart because I need to buy presents for people because I don't do presents ever. I just, maybe once upon a time I used to, but whether it's because I'm poor or just because like I don't fucking like anybody, I do not get presents for anybody. But I decided to wake up that day, and I was in a good mood. I'm like, oh, I'll go to work an hour early and get Christmas presents. And Route 80 in New Jersey, of course. Jersey. Well, it was like bumper to bumper traffic. I think it was December 22nd or something. And this truck rear-ended me, and like it wasn't a big deal. Like I've been hit, like I don't know, I've been in a bunch of car collisions before. But if you rear end someone, like it's your fault, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you brake check them, but
So here's like our first, like just diving right into the mental health aspect of the podcast. Like what bothered me about that whole situation was the guy was so fucking nice, right? So if he was mean, then it would be an issue. Like, oh, I'm gonna call the insurance, and I'd do whatever I had to. But he was really genuine and nice. But I guess what upset me is whenever I was telling anybody, like my support system in quotes, or just it was just that kind of, oh well, the car still runs, you're fine, it's Christmas, you know what I mean, like don't ruin his day. And all I kept saying was, okay, so if I rear-ended a Ferrari today, you think like that Ferrari guy would give me the benefit of the doubt? But because I drive a piece of shit car that's Herbie, like fully fucking loaded, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's just like I feel like there's situations that happen to other people and they're allowed to react. They're allowed to be happy or sad. And I always feel like I fucking can't. Like just about basic stuff. Like you fucking get rear-ended. That's it. It's the person's fault. Not, oh, don't do anything about it. It's the holidays. It's not worth it. Oh, and it fucking did damage to my car, but my car's a piece of shit. So you really can't fucking tell unless you knew about it. But I guess my point was, it reminded me of a story about myself. And that is 2015, when I first moved to Cleveland. I lived in this little apartment complex. I don't know if I told you this story yet. So this is a fun story. You should just be excited. And I have video evidence of this.
My ears are open.
I've never been able to share before because nobody cares. But I lived in this apartment complex when I was 22. And long story short, I went outside one day and there was a dent in the side of my car. And this was when my car was kind of like, it looked better than it does now. And I knew the like building manager, and so I went to her and said, "Hey, like there's a dent in my car. Can you check the cameras?" And so she checked the security cameras, and it turned out that someone did hit my car, and I have the video of it. So I'm going to show the video now, as if anybody cares, but I care. And then I got to figure out how to put this video in the video later. So here is actual footage of this kid hitting my car. First of all, he was a young kid, right? And he hit my car. Backstory. When we found out who it was from the security cameras, we confronted him, and he admitted that he was high on Xanax, hit the car. So we called the police to get the police to come and to officially, okay, this kid literally hit my car, a hit and run. It's on fucking camera. Do you know the end game of this story is because who fucking cares? Nothing happened because his dad was a police officer, but we sat with the Cleveland PD for like 5 fucking hours, like dealing with this. And the end result is I still have that fucking dent in my car. And so it's cathartic for me just to show the video now because it's like, I'm not lying. And here it is. Yep. He hit my car. You see? That's it. But look it. And then he hits it. And then I love how I don't have a hubcap even back then. But he hits it and just reverses and parks somewhere else.
He's like, yeah, fuck.
And he was like a young kid too, but he was an asshole. And his dad was a cop, and his dad got on the phone with me. He's like, I'm a police officer. And I said, I don't give a fuck if you're a fucking police officer. What the fuck does that mean? And he's like, oh, how much, can we settle this out of whatever? So I told him, okay, $1,000 cash, give me. Well, how do you know the damage is $1,000? I said, because you want me to fucking, go
settle
out. Yeah, so, but that's it. And then, you know what? It's not it, because here's a different angle. So this is from the other. Oh yeah. See, he fucking sideswiped that.
He didn't even hesitate, like getting out of there.
Yeah, right. And he like quickly, like I'll give him credit. If it wasn't a camera on there, he quickly was just like, whoop, whoop, without even thinking about it.
He was like, oh, we gotta go.
And the video cuts off. He ends up parking like right there, like behind that gray car you see, like over there, like on the side. So like it was just. That's it. But that's my story about my car. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Nobody fucking cares.
I mean, you know what my old car looked like, so.
Well, now my car is starting to look worse than yours.
I don't know if that's possible with the until your bumper is being held on by zip ties.
It's zip tied. My bumper is zip tied. It's been zip tied since my trip to Maine when we got like stranded. Yeah, we drive. Well, now I drive a really piece of shit car, but.
Well, it's a lot more subtle than mine was, I'll just say.
I guess. I have the bumper sticker, so it works out. But yeah, that was fucking 2015. So, why not bring it up 8 years later? I want to.
I hope this kid listens to us.
But now, the meat of what we've been waiting to talk about today. Miss GYPSY Rose.
Queen.
Oh, she is released from prison.
She is free.
God, it's like a weight lifted off of my shoulders.
I feel better.
I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
As
soon as I read that she was gonna be out of prison, I said to Jake, I was like, we need to just fucking like sit and make some type of video right now and capitalize on this girl's trauma, because I mean, like, what better way? Like, she's definitely gonna be in the title of this video. GYPSY Rose. No, this is her without the shoes when she first got out of prison.
Oh, I didn't even notice she wasn't wearing shoes.
Yeah, it's a whole story being told. No shoes, right? I love her shirt. I need to buy that shirt.
Do you have the picture with the Dr. Pepper?
The Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
That's the only thing she brought out.
Edit it in and put it into the video
when
we're talking like this.
A 12-pack of Dr. Pepper.
And it was like, oh, that was her commissary or something?
Yeah, that was her commissary.
Oh, and here's a video.
What are you going shopping for, GYPSY?
New shoes.
New shoes? What sort of shoes are you going to get?
Oh, she seems so, like, sweet.
I know, I love her.
I want to be her friend.
And I love how, like, what are those shoes that she's wearing into the shoe shop? Because she came out of prison with socks and then somehow had, like, those weird, like, boot heel things.
So they probably just had them. Someone brought them.
I guess. But I love that look. I think she should just stick with it. Oh, but then this is her after she got the shoes.
Oh. Shoe haul.
It was good.
Got these new shoes.
They look great. Do you have any plans?
Lots of them.
She seems so, like, happy.
Anything specifically? Nope.
All right. But then the cameraman said, like, anything specific, and the boyfriend's like, no. That's her boyfriend walking with her. You know that?
I could tell by that was his sweatshirt because it was, like, hanging down to, like, her calves.
Oh, was it? I didn't even notice. I
Yeah,
thought
like,
that was like her fucking clothes.
Like, that has to be his.
Oh, there's them in the shoe store.
That's her boyfriend?
That's her boyfriend, yeah.
GYPSY,
And so I definitely
you can do better.
I definitely want to talk about him.
I mean, I'm not one to talk, but I mean.
Oh, and there's her with the shoes. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, queen.
Oh, and well, we have to talk about her boyfriend first. We have to talk about her boyfriend before I get to this. But okay, so they met when she's obviously in fucking prison.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like engaged to somebody else like in 2019, and then it didn't work out. But why does everyone in prison like somehow they can like find people?
They like have whole like systems for it. Like it's like prison pen pals where they like set it up.
Have you ever
with
written
people.
a prison pen pal?
I was gonna like when in like 2018. I like went on the website and I was like, should I? Like it might be fun.
Well, leave it to me because I did.
You did?
I did write a prison pen pal.
I want to. I still want to.
And because I knew him, so it was this guy. I met him when I was 17 and he was 21. And the red flags were always there because he was just like, I want, everything shaved but the hair on your head. Just like...
I mean, a red flag is him being 21 and you being 17. That's the whole thing, a red flag in itself.
Well, I guess when you put it like that, but I was like no.
I mean, it's not your fault,
But I wasn't like I was more of the pursuer. We both like cheated on our boyfriends. So he was 21 and I was 17.
It gets worse as it goes.
I'm just being honest, being transparent. No, but my point is, I found out that he went to prison for something like cancel.
You have to say it now.
Well, I'm gonna be canceled in the first episode because I had no affiliation with any of this. But anyways, he went to prison for obviously gross child porn or something.
Well, that's another red flag.
That was a red flag, but I didn't know that when I fucked him. But he.
I wonder he wanted you when you were 17.
When you're 17, 21 doesn't seem old. When you're 21, 17 seems weird. So I get it, but my point was I didn't know he had went to jail until 3 years after the last time I'd even talked to him. And then I found out he was in jail and I was like, it shows what a mental state I was in too. That's why it's not like a funny story. Like, oh, I wrote a prison pen pal. It's going into mental illness. Like I was just I'd been with my boyfriend at the time for 3 years and he was a fucking asshole. And I always struggled with infidelity. So it was then I found out this guy was in prison. So it gave me a rush to write this prison pen pal that I knew. Do you know, it wasn't cheating on my boyfriend. I was just writing letters.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I started corresponding with this guy that I knew because I was like, oh, I knew him. Let me write him in prison. And then his mom reached out to me and she was like, oh, thank you for messaging my son. He's so happy about it, blah, blah, blah. And then I think he even someone who got arrested for gigabytes and gigabytes of child porn, still got the ick from me. And I was ghosted by him. I was ghosted by...
Ghosted?
In prison. In
by a
prison.
prisoner.
I was ghosted by my prison pen pal.
Were you over 18 this time?
I was 22. Yeah.
See,
of
that
course,
makes sense. That's why he.
But I was
ghosted
writing
you.
it to be nice, you know, because I'm like, I don't know what my like motives were. I was like so crazy with like the boyfriend I was dating at the time that in my head I had bad intentions. I was like, oh, let me like keep this guy on the back burner while he's trapped in prison. Because it's like if all else fails for me outside of prison, then when he gets out, it's like I had a backup. Like
Yeah, he'll
and that's
be
sick and
waiting
twisted,
for
but
me.
that's what I feel like Gypsy Rose's boyfriend. Long story short, like, do you trust him? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know much about him, but I know he was a special education teacher or is. So he's only
Okay.
5 years older than her.
That's a
He's
green
37.
flag. All right.
Is it a green flag or a red flag?
A special ed teacher?
But it's a red flag because why the fuck would a special ed teacher like bother writing a pen? You know, why would you fucking? And his story was, it was during quarantine, and I was talking to one of my friends, one of the other teachers, I guess, and they were saying how they were gonna write Joe Exotic, and he was like, well, if you write Joe Exotic, I'll write Gypsy Rose. So it's.
See, I don't think he had bad intentions then. I think it was.
I don't know. I just get weirded out when he's like answering the reporters in the video and like, nope, like no other plans. Like let Gypsy just fucking speak for herself.
No, he
But
seems
then
like
I get that he's like protective and maybe she needs that, but
Go back to the picture of him.
go back to the
Let's
picture
just
of
let
him
me see like
in
the
the
vibes.
shoe shop.
Yeah.
And I like.
I
zoom
mean, he
in.
kind of seems like he'd be like not the
Yeah, like, no-
publicity type. Which is like, you
Well,
know, why would you
not the
go
publicity,
out?
Yeah, but why would you fucking write Gypsy Rose and fucking marry her? They've been together for
Yeah.
a while. They got married, I think, in July 2022.
Is-
So it's.
Oh no, it's like the first day back. There's probably been photographers all day. Like I'll give him the
Oh
benefit
no, but
of
it's
the doubt.
his camera crew. He brought a camera
Oh,
crew
it's
to the
his?
prison. He
Okay,
restricted all outside like cameras, but he has a whole like apparently like a whole camera crew following that.
Okay,
so I guess
that's
they're
a
gonna
little
do
different.
documentary or something, which capitalize on it, right? Like make the money. I get it,
Yeah.
but I just gonna
You
happen
know,
in
I
2024, but
I feel like, you know, she's fresh out of prison. I feel like she needs like time to be free. Like she needs to be wild and like
she
go
has
crazy.
she does have her like stepmom and her dad and the stepsister or whatever, but one like detail that's completely irrelevant. Well, it's not really irrelevant; it's just inappropriate. But they had no conjugal visits. So like, I that's me just being a fucking whore. But like, how could you? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, how are you like now you're out of prison? And it just gives me the ick that it's like they probably fucked like last night after she got out, and it's like, did she want to? Like, did she consent to that? I'm gonna edit that out. But I really think about that because the article specifically said that, and it was an article that she was like interviewing. It was sort of like People Mag, and they said like, you know, they hadn't. What's the word? When you're married and you.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to.
Oh my god, what the fuck is a word? Commiserate? No. You know what I'm talking about, though?
I know what you're trying to say.
They
like,
haven't officially made the marriage by like having sex. That's my point. Okay, but so that moves us into the next topic. Gypsy Blanchard planned her mother's murder 8 years ago. Now she wants to meet Taylor Swift upon her release. I support this. I think that I was so excited to make this video before like New Year's Eve because I was like, if she actually meets Taylor Swift like on New Year's Eve, it's going to like break the internet. But I don't know. Do you think Taylor Swift would actually meet with Gypsy Rose?
I mean,
like if they're both really going to be at the Chiefs game?
I feel like Taylor Swift is the type to like capitalize on anything that'll get her.
But that's
attention.
Bad. That's like someone just got out of prison for 8 years. For, like,
yeah, but it's
Gypsy
mother. Rose.
I know, and
It's
Joey
like
King. Joey King is friends with like Taylor Swift, and she played Gypsy.
Okay,
so
we're not talking about fucking Joey.
I
King.
love Joey King, and she
hate
played
Joey
Gypsy
King.
on The Act. So I think that's like.
I think Taylor Swift would meet her.
I hope they do. I think it would be really funny. I just can't imagine how it would go. Like part of me is like, that's never, ever, ever gonna happen. But then maybe it will.
I hope they bring her like onto the field like before the game because at football games they like bring special people onto the field.
Well, when did they bring Taylor Swift onto the field before they brought Gypsy Rose?
I don't think they would. I feel like Taylor's too big because it's like the audience is still like right there and they're just like standing.
Taylor
on
Swift
the
giving a piggyback ride to Gypsy Rose.
I can't wait to wake up like on Monday morning and like that's like like the front.
I predicted it. It's gonna be like that.
They're like running down the football field.
I think it could happen. I mean, if they're gonna meet, why not?
Yeah, go all out.
Okay, this is my favorite video as of recently. Have you seen the gay people in the airport?
I feel like I saw it. I didn't like actually watch it, but I saw like a glimpse
I'm
of it.
fucking obsessed.
But-
I need to like.
I think it was because I was like in public that I couldn't.
It
put
is.
the sound on.
I saw this video and I watched it the first time. And I was like, well, it's not that funny. And then I like had to replay it. I think I've watched this like 60 times. So.
You're not going to make the fight and see your girls.
I'm good, Chef.
Remember your girls.
I'm good, Chef.
You don't care about the girls? You don't care about the girls. You don't care about the girls. Just hush. You don't care about the girls.
Hello, everybody.
Justin!
American Airlines. Fuck this over. Start. Here we go.
Justin,
Here.
I'm not kidding. You don't care about the girls?
So I want to tell you about my
Shelby and
story.
Dolly.
The matching
Shelby and
shoes
Dolly.
and shirts.
Oh my
Shelby
God,
and
I love
Dolly.
it.
I'm
Remember
gonna do it.
them.
I'm gonna do it for you.
Shelby and Dolly.
That's it.
Shelby and Dolly. Remember them. Shelby and Dolly. Remember them.
Even the dogs.
I
Look
will.
what the
I
fuck.
know.
Best part.
I'm just trying to get home to the girls.
We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. Look. I have a motion to pay for dogs. Fuck off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch.
Fuck off, bitch! I am obsessed with that. I think it's so funny.
Oh,
But
I
the
feel
whole
like
video.
I feel like I need to start sending you like videos of the week.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
we-
or you come up with them and then like have like your laptop and then like we like share our. I am inspired by a podcast I've been watching called "Do We Know Them?" Is that the name of it? Yeah. Have you seen that?
No, I've only watched
I
3
watched.
podcasts.
What have I been watching? Chrissy Carlson Romano and Annalisa Vanderpool. They have like their new podcast. You know who they are?
I know Annalise is from That's a Raven.
And Chrissy is the one from Even Stevens.
Oh, okay.
So they like have their podcast, which like I started watching podcasts because I was like, oh, I like them and watched it. And then I watched like Do We Know Them, which is 2 girls that just like they kind of like focus on they do that, you know what I mean? So it's like they share stuff every week. I don't know, it's fun, and I just like
See,
their energy.
I watched Frenemies when that was still
Okay.
a thing. Basement Yard. I don't know if you watched
What's
that one.
that?
That's
I don't watch much podcasts
It's
or listen to them even.
They're the only I only like listen to them when I'm watching or playing Minecraft because it's like relaxing. But it's like these 2 like best friends that just like talk about random shit.
Okay. I tried to like Google yesterday. I was like lesser known podcasts because I wanted to get I don't know, I wanted to see people that were like us that only have like 1,000 views
Yeah.
and stuff, but I couldn't find anything like that. I guess it's hard to find somebody if they're like not known, aka
Yeah.
like ours. But I know there's got to be like millions and millions of people like us,
Yeah.
and I wanted to just like follow them and be like, you know, on MySpace, like
Yeah.
F for F, is that what it's called? Like follow for follow?
Oh god, yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. But this video, it's a gay couple in the airport. I think it's in like Charlotte or something. But he keeps talking about like, oh, you want to get home to the girls. You want to get home to the girls. Right? So like they have kids. Do you know who the girls are?
Not daughters?
Okay, well, let's go to the next slide. The girls, later identified as Shelby and Dolly, are actually 2 dogs. They're fucking dogs. And I thought that was like, that's when the video was like, oh my god, I have to watch it over and over again. Because the
Wait,
fact
play
that,
it again now
yeah,
that I
right?
know.
'Cause now they're
It's the
talking
dog.
about
You're not going to make the fight and see your girls.
I'm good, Chef.
Remember your girls.
I'm good, Chef.
You don't care about the girls? You don't care about the girls. You don't care about the
I
girls.
don't care about the girls.
Just hush. You don't care about the girls.
Hello, everybody.
Justin!
American Airlines. Fuck this over. Start.
The body
go.
movements.
Here.
I'm not kidding.
I feel like that would be me if I was.
You don't care about the girls?
So I want to tell you about my
Shelby and
story.
Dolly. Shelby and Dolly. Shelby and Dolly.
Oh, the
Remember
name.
them.
I'm gonna do it for you.
Shelby and Dolly.
That's it.
Shelby and Dolly. Remember.
It's giving like the look at me. This isn't you.
Shelby and Dolly. Remember them.
But it's just like so comfortable.
I am.
Oh, now the dog comment makes more sense.
I'm just trying to get home to the girls.
We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. Look. I have a motion to pay for dogs. Fuck off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch.
I just love it. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is like what I want to make a podcast for. Just like dumb fucking shit like that to like share.
Fuck off, bitch.
Fuck off, bitch. I love it.
Oh.
But you know what? Animals are. I would act like that if I was like stranded at a fucking airport and had to get home to my girls.
Yeah, I mean, true.
So there was one time I was in Cleveland and I accidentally. Wait, I didn't accidentally. What am I? Sorry, this is dumb. I didn't accidentally. I actually yelled at like a little kid, and because first of all, their parents were not in the dog park. So there was two little kids. They were siblings, I guess. They were running around this dog park, and it was in like the Euclid area of Cleveland. So you know, there was like a drive-by shooting at that dog park like a week earlier. It was like a bad area. But their parents weren't there, and they were playing with my dog, and they had a stick, and my dog at the time was like probably like, you know, a little puppy, less than a year. And they were just playing, like they were innocent, but their parents weren't around. So they shouldn't have been in the dog park. And other people were questioning that as well. It wasn't like I was just being a bitch for no reason. And my dog would play with anyone. He still will, but when he was little, he would, you know. So they were playing with a stick and they like yanked it like from his mouth, like just playing, but it cut him and he was bleeding. And so I got like that energy that bald guy has in the video. And I said to the kids, I was just like, you got to stop acting like that or you're going to get hit in the face. And like now I look back and I actually threatened to punch like an 8-year-old in the face. And I feel guilty about that. But it made sense at the moment.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
my point is I look at that video and it's kind of harmless. I mean, he's just telling that bitch like, fuck off, bitch. Like they're not really hurting anybody. So
they're just
I like that video. It feels kind of
gays.
harmless, and I related to it. I was like, I would do the same thing. My girls were like,
girls.
stranded.
Think of the girls.
My girls. It's Jake time.
I literally have nothing.
Well, I don't have.
I wasn't expecting.
Well, I have
Jake time.
Pete Davidson because that's the one thing you talked about.
Oh, that is the one thing
did
I
I
talked
put it?
about. Oh yes, Pete Davidson
The picture of Pete Davidson and what's her name?
has snatched another one. Madeline Klein, the star of Outer Banks.
And they were seen at Bobo's Cafe in New York City. And there's some TMZ picture of it. Is Madeline Klein the one from New Jersey? Or is that it?
No, that's Madison Bailey. Madeline Klein.
Madison Bailey? No, Madison Bailey's the girl from Pretty Little Liars' Original Sin.
No, that's Bailey Madison.
Oh my god, wait, that's like fucking
Bailey Madison.
Dyslexic.
Madison Bailey.
Bailey Madison, they're two different people.
Yeah. The
Bailey Madison. I love
Madison
Bailey
Madison.
Madison.
Madison Bailey is the girl from Outer Banks. And then Bailey Madison is the one from the little girl
So
that everybody
who's the one
like
from New
hates.
Jersey.
That's Madison Bailey. Madeline Klein is not from New Jersey. I don't
Where's
think.
she from?
I don't know where she's from, but I don't think it's New Jersey. But anyways, Pete Davidson and her were seen. It seems like I don't know. He's just making his way through.
Well, and who else has he been with? Because I tried to.
Chase Soy Wonders was the last one.
Who?
From Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, I know
one,
Kate Beckinsale.
The one that I have the picture of in my car. Chase Soy Wonders.
Is that the one that you did that drama with at the locker at the place we used to work?
Yeah, I took the picture of her
We'll
locker.
talk about that another day.
That's what I was talking about. It's in my car.
Okay.
It's like on my like
so,
visor.
Okay, I remember that. And
Ariana Grande.
Well, of course.
Of course, that was like the first one.
Kim Kardashian. That's
Kim
the one I was
Kardashian.
thinking of. Okay.
There's gotta be more.
How do you think he does it? I know it's mean to say that, right? Because that's the thing. It's like you're not allowed to say that. You know, ugly guys can get people too, but.
Well, I mean, according to Ariana Grande, he has a big dick. But you know.
But does that? I mean, that. How much can that really last? Well, you know what? That makes
See,
sense.
I feel
because
like
this is why he's with so many different people. Because sure, like
Yeah.
the big dick is like great, and maybe that could even captivate you, but it doesn't last a while.
Yeah,
Which would
see-
explain why. Like, okay, that's cool, that's fun for a while, but if your personality doesn't match,
I
like,
feel like he'd be like funny and charming at first, but I feel he's got the personality where it would get old so fast.
Well, and he is apparently actually like he talks about his issues, right?
yeah, he's
Is
pretty
he
open.
bipolar? He's something as if it's like a.
I think he actually has a PPD too.
But I was gonna say that, but I,
I
wasn't
think-
sure.
I think so.
I think he
It's
has like borderline personality disorder,
like us.
which would make sense. The hopping to like different
Yeah.
relationships, but it's just crazy that he gets like these big figures, like that Kim Kardashian would even like waste her time with him
Hmm
is impressive.
And he like moves on so quick. Like, how deep are these relationships?
Well,
It's literally like.
but like that's something like was notorious for is I don't know, like I could do that too, and everyone always you felt like the judgment when it's like, oh, why are you moving on so fast? But like when you have like that fucked up like part in your head. You don't think like that. It's kind of just like,
It's like a borderline thing.
yeah,
we
it's
like
weird.
we
It's
hyper
like,
fixate on the next
like
person.
that's like a
so
real
quickly.
like I'm still stuck on Gypsy and her husband. What did they do? What did they do? Commiserate? I need to like look it up right now. Consummate?
Consummate!
Is that it?
That's it. Consummate.
They consummated their marriage, but they didn't because they didn't have conjugal visits. But now, I mean, they probably did. Who knows? I feel like Gypsy would have an OnlyFans. I would subscribe to it. I
would subscribe.
I was banned from OnlyFans. We'll talk about that.
I follow one person on OnlyFans.
I subscribe to a lot of Just for Fans, which is like OnlyFans, but not.
Like
I feel like it's more
off-brand.
for gay people, Just for Fans.
Probably because I haven't.
I've never heard of it for straight people, but all the gay people have Just for fans. That's it for Jake Time and Pete Davidson, I guess. This is our segment. Since you didn't want to name our podcast Hate Mile, I decided to bring a whole segment that will get us canceled, and it's called Hate Mile because I'm just gonna be a fucking hater.
Is that who I think is?
Why are you making me like gonna have to bleep everything out? You're gonna edit this. I'm just gonna be like, okay, you can do it. Okay, so
Because I don't give a fuck.
well, me neither, and that's why. Welcome to Hate Mile. This is our segment where we talk about people that we just fucking hate of the week. So my only one today is this guy called Zaddy Tony. Well, that's what he calls himself.
Oh my god!
Wait,
is
do
that
you
the
know who
guy?
it is?
Is that the guy with the duck?
No.
No.
What guy with the duck?
It's this guy on TikTok that he like has his pet duck.
He is on TikTok, but he doesn't have a duck.
I swear it
I
might
don't think
be.
so.
And he like always is doing weird shit with his parents.
Oh no! Are you talking about when like plays pranks on his parents and this,
No,
like...
he's just like always like partying and like has like girls with like his dad and stuff while the mom is there.
No, but see, like bring that to us next week.
Because
Like,
I
need
hate
to
that
know.
guy.
Okay, can you research him for next week? And
I
get
have
some
him
stuff?
blocked. He's on my block list on TikTok.
Well, unblock him. I need to know more about whatever you just said. But what does
He's
zaddy
so-
mean?
Isn't it just like a?
Zaddy.
I think it's just a way to say daddy, but like,
But like,
the
why would
hip
it Z
way?
like zaddy?
Because it's hip.
That's fucking dumb. Which makes me hate him even more for
I
like.
feel like I know who you're talking about.
Well, I'll
Did
show you his video because
Okay.
so backstory really quick. He's just this guy on Twitter and he has a TikTok and I followed him on Twitter because like Twitter I just use for porn. So I was just like, okay, follow. So he has he has like 100,000 followers on Twitter, 100,000 followers on TikTok, and he does this shtick on TikTok. His name is part_time_daddy. Part-time daddy. But I don't think he's older than me. And he is just so cringe. And I just made a super cut of like 2 minutes of his videos. There's hundreds of them. So I was up till 2 a.m. being a hater, right? Like, oh, I guess I'm a fan because I spent like 3 hours like watching his videos, like just editing a 2-minute like clip.
Hey, good boys. Daddy just wanted to stop in and say that I'm so proud of you.
You know, it's a really hard job, but I'm just out here trying to be the best dad I can be to all the good boys.
Hey, good boys. Hey, good boys.
Hey, boys. Daddy just wanted to say that if you're, into beef, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I don't know who needs to hear this today. I don't know who needs to hear this today. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but Daddy just wanted to say thank you for being a bottom. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if anyone hasn't told you, you're such a good boy. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but Daddy just wanted to slide it in and say, in case anyone hasn't told you, you're beautiful. Honestly, and I'm sure that this won't get as many views because, you know, whatever. But I'm really sick of, you know, people just being nasty to me on the internet.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but Dad just wanted to slide in and say that if you're a thick boy like myself, we're sexy.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but Daddy just wanted to say, if you are a good or a bad boy, I'm so proud of you. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if anyone hasn't told you recently, if you are a boy with a belly like myself. You know, I really went back and forth about even making a TikTok about this, but it's really crazy to me that my little videos spreading positivity and spreading joy has, in some capacity, like, yes, been overwhelmingly positive, but also elicited all of these really nasty reactions from people. Hey, good boys, it's your resident father figure, and Daddy just wanted to stop in and say, consider trying a little kindness. To all the guys out there who say that I can't be daddy because I'm too young, I just wanted to let you know that daddy is a state of mind. Am I the only one that hates being flirted with at the gym? So many guys try to flirt with me at the gym by either staring directly at me, which by the way is a little weird.
I think that's it. That's all the videos I can. Well, for now.
Oh,
But yeah, I fucking hate that type of person. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care about being a hater. And then even, first of all, it's the fake voice, which I'll get to in a second, because people on Twitter, there was like on gay Twitter, so like nobody in the real world knows about it. That's why I was like, oh, this would be fun for a podcast because it's something original. He started to get like backlash for like the fake voice because he's putting on this like, to all the good boys out there, like that. Like if I did that, and it's just like, that's fine. Like that's what TikTok's for, right? It's kind of fucking dumb. But he's not that young. I mean, I don't know. He looks 30s. He's not a fucking daddy, and he's not fucking thick. He like has this shtick where he's a daddy, which fine, okay, call yourself a daddy. It's kind of dumb, harmless, right? But then also being like, to all the thick boys like myself. But like, you're going to the gym. You're not fucking like. I feel like that's fucking annoying. Like, he's not thick. He's a muscly to me. Like, I don't know if gay culture these days is like he's actually considered a daddy. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And I hate people like, why are people flirting with me at the gym when I'm like, oh, when I'm fucking like conventionally attractive? You know, like, oh, it must be such a hard life, right? Like, I would go to the gym and I would get like one of those, what's it, a swirly? Like, flushy? What's it called? When they stick your head in the toilet? Like, that's what would happen to me. Yeah. Oh, so the worst that's happening to you is, like, someone's flirting with you? Like, yeah, I'm petty and I'm a hater. But, like, you're fucking annoying.
You know what TikToker I hate? Like, and he continuously, like, pops into my life. I have him blocked, but then he'll show up on someone else's TikTok, or he'll show up, like, on Twitter, or, like, in a commercial. Fucking Chris Olsen.
Oh my god. Meghan Trainor's like gay BFF.
Oh my god.
See, I never even started using TikTok until like this year. Like honestly, the last few months is when I started like looking at TikTok a lot. So I feel like this is what people do.
He like
right? Like they just do shit like this. But
got famous like with his boyfriend and they were fucking annoying then. And then like he got like super famous because he became Meghan Trainor's best friend. And it's like he'll be on like the fucking Mean Girls trailer. Like I was so excited watching the new Mean Girls. Yeah, he pops up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I can't escape this man. He's just everywhere. Like, and I've seen like people post TikToks of being like, why is this guy like everywhere? Like I have him blocked and he just shows up everywhere.
I don't know.
Like there's no escaping this guy.
I thought he was like Meghan Trainor's friend first.
No.
Because that's the only reason I knew him, because I didn't go on TikTok, but I like Meghan Trainor.
No, him and his
and
boyfriend
followed her,
just got famous for being a boring gay
gay
white couple.
And they're so like, I don't know, from what I've seen, like they don't even go against the grain at all or like do anything that's like unique. It's just, it's like this. It's like you're being like so safe and just boring. But anyways, this is the tweet that like he was so offended by, and because it went viral and like it was retweeted like a couple thousand times. Someone said, I was just about to end it before this video saved me, like making fun of him. And so this is the video that like everyone saw and was just like hating on him.
To all the good boys out there, if you're a good boy and no one's told you today, let daddy be the one to say, you're doing a great job, I'm so proud of you, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I know it's a crazy world out there, so daddy really just wanted to slide in and let you know that I see you doing the best you can and you deserve to be praised for it. So good job, good boy.
I can't
like the arm.
It's just so fucking fake. But not fake in a TikTok way. And this is why nobody understands, because maybe it's our mental disorder. But I can like see right through that. Like I've known like a million people that are like that, and it's just, it's not even you're putting on a character. It's like you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Which now I'm just being a hater. I don't just want to be petty.
No, well, that's why it's the hate
I'm going to be like shamelessly like just a fucking cunt during hate mile every week. Like I'm just going to like say nasty things. So yeah, I really do. But you know what the thing is? I feel like if I was in the same room or anybody was in the same room as him, like you wouldn't, like he's not, I don't know, he's not genuine. He's not a nice person. I
feel like I would stay as far away from him as I could.
It's just, he's the type of guy.
Like I just get bad vibes.
That's just like, oh, why am I single? And he is single, right? Which no shame, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm chronically always dating because I have like BPD and it's like I need to be, rebounding. But I also roll my eyes whenever anybody is like, oh, the gay scene's so bad. Why am I single? But then you're posting hundreds and hundreds of videos like this, and it's just, well, because what the fuck is that? Okay, so that's it. There's a couple others I don't feel like watching. It was just him like addressing the hate. I guess I'll play one.
After all the hate and shenanigans that happened yesterday, I really just wanted to take a second and say, I'm not going anywhere. If the intention or goal was to make me stop making videos, I just need everyone to know I'm really annoying and I enjoy annoying people. So if my videos annoyed you and I annoy you, I'm still here.
The way he talks, not even the fake voice he's putting on, but just everything he's saying is just like not real. I don't know. So maybe he's a nice person, but he is our dedicated person for Hate Mile this week. Oh, there's the Pete Davidson picture. Okay.
Oh, yes. So there's Pete Davidson with
Madeline
Klein.
From TMZ.
And some random guy who just got in the picture, like right in the forefront.
Imagine that was like your claim to fame, being in the fucking TMZ picture of like,
oh, she looks so cute, and then he's just there.
Yeah, I think that's all I have. Okay. Just figured it's the end of the year. We would talk about our favorite movies.
Oh,
or music or like anything.
I was actually going to ask what songs you thought were the worst from this year.
The worst?
Yeah, I had that question. I was like, what songs?
I mean, there's probably a lot that I think are the worst, but the worst that went like mainstream. I don't know. What was like really popular that I didn't like?
Personally hated that one Sam Smith song. The fucking
Unholy with Kim Petras? I liked that. But you know, technically that was 2022.
Was that 22?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
I mean, it probably was like on the charts this year, but I like that song.
Flowers by Miley Cyrus.
I actually don't like. I don't hate it. It's just one of those ones where it like had the sample the Bruno Mars song, so it just for me it wasn't original at all, and I just never replayed it. But I love Miley.
I just heard it. Album. I was fine with it at first, but then just got so overplayed that I was like, this is fucking awful. Like every time I would see a TikTok with it, I would like just scroll.
Anytime it was on the radio, I never listened to that.
And then.
I feel like whenever I don't like a song, I just skip or like turn it off. So I can't even think of what I didn't like. I'm trying to think of specific like people.
I feel like we saw something over the summer that we both really like. Oh, No Hard Feelings.
No Hard Feelings was good, and Anyone But You. I like that, but Anyone But You, I just feel like it was like a lesser version of No Hard Feelings. That's what I said when it ended.
I mean, I like them both. It's like your classic rom-com.
They make a good double feature, but No Hard Feelings is better. I like that one.
I saw Strays, which was really funny. I think that might have been my comedy of the year.
With the talking dogs.
Yes, that one was like I was like expecting to like laugh a few times, but it was actually like nonstop funny. Like I was actually LOLing.
LOLing.
I was LOLing.
That was. I think I also had an edible before we saw it though. But
we didn't see it together.
I did see it with you.
No, I saw it with my family.
Wait, am I not supposed to say I saw it with you? I saw it with you.
But we didn't.
We did.
Oh,
you and Robert.
Is this us lying for the podcast?
No, I swear. No, I'm not lying for the podcast. You're lying.
We didn't see it
I swear
together.
to God, I think we saw that together.
No, we must have seen something else because I saw it for the first time on Thanksgiving with my family.
No, that's not true. I saw Strays with you.
You probably saw it with like Michael.
I
was not
think
there.
It was just you.
I was not Strays. It must have been something else because it wasn't Strays.
No, this is. We're gonna have to like look at our info to figure this out.
I letterbox everything the first time I see it.
Well, look at your A-list account as soon as this video is over.
All right, I will.
We'll figure out the truth.
I will.
We'll let you guys know the next episode if there is one.
No, this might be like friendship.
This is like the end. Like you saw Strays without me.
We wanted to see it together. We kept talking about it.
So why would I see it without you?
I don't know, because you do that.
I've seen many movies without you.
Yeah.
I saw 80 for Brady without you. I never admitted that I saw it without you, so you didn't know until now. I'm revealing it. The reason why, I don't know. I think you were working at the boutique. Which we'll talk about.
That's like a whole nother
Every single
episode.
like topic we bring up, it's like we'll talk about it in another episode that we'll never make.
Now I want this shit to end so I can look at my
No, we saw Strays together. Okay.
We did not see Strays together.
Fuck it. Okay. What was your plans for the future?
Fucking killing myself.
Plans for the future and a goodbye. Okay. Thanks guys for tuning in. This is not a real podcast. This was not real. Like you just imagine whatever you're seeing is not real. For the record, it's not a real podcast until, what did I say? until we get like the real mics, like the big like podcast mics. Because now we just have these. Are we done?
I guess so.
Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of Too Loko.
I really like the name.
I'm glad you like it because I was like in the parking lot of the liquor store and I was like, huh?
Was it
Oh,
recording?
Fuck's sake. Yeah,
Was
it is. It is.
Okay.